Issues 4 and 5 continue the Kunlor Thorn storyline and are beautifully illustrated by artist Joseph Sanchez and signed by award-winning writer-creator Frank Zanca. And be one of the first to own the new Flibby plushie straight off the production line, as well as copies of the highly anticipated tabletop board game. Come join the Destiny Aurora universe today. Only on Kickstarter.
How we doing, everybody? We are here to talk about Overlord. It's just kind of that name that you just have to say in a very dramatic way. Overlord. I was looking forward to this film because I'm a huge fan of A, World War II, and B, horror movies. So this was a mashup between World War II and horror. In fact, there's a game, a board game called Fireteam Zero that has exactly this, where it's a horror World War II board game where it's a bunch of guys that end up looking into some kind of a mystery of a burnt-out village or missing people, and they come across these monsters. So this has, since I was a fan of that game, obviously I was also a fan of the film, or the genre for the film. So before I went in there, I was really hoping it was good. But I mean, when you look at the trailer and stuff like that, you're like, I recognize nobody in the film. I mean, nobody. There's not one name actor where I could say, oh, this person was from that. None of it. I could not name one actor in the film. So then, of course, I went and looked up on IMDb, and they really haven't done much. The girl, Matilda Oliver, who's the female star, she's done like 3 things, and most of them aren't even in the United States. So what that did, I think that the name recognition for this film is JJ Abrams. It's not even, he didn't even direct it. That's his production company did it. So it's that definitely kept the budget down. They didn't have any big, $30 million or even $6 million actors that they had to pay out. So I mean, every piece of the budget, I don't know what the budget was, but every piece of the budget went on the screen. If I was going to guess, I would say, I have to look it up and see, because sometimes you can't even find it. But I would say that the budget was probably about $30 million. But it could be less. I mean, I was surprised that Halloween was $10 million. So, but anyway, so the film, the look and feel of the film, the DP did a great job of, and the set designer did a great job of, and the costumer, of bringing back that era and keeping the look of the film based in reality. I think that was their goal, was to have at least the beginning grounded in reality before it went kind of off the rails.
What happened here? Some questions don't have good answers.
There's a lot of soldiers out there, and there's only 4 of us.
Find out what's inside that compound. What is this?
Oh, yeah, the only person I recognized was the guy from S.H.I.E.L.D. He was the only guy, and of course I couldn't even remember his name anyway. I didn't even like him in that show. I don't even like the show. I don't know, I'm surprised the show is still continuing, even though I just saw the one who plays May. I just saw her on Fresh Off the Boat, so I don't know if that show is continuing or not. But anyway, so that was the only person I recognized even from the thing. But also Wyatt Russell's in it, and I believe that's Kurt Russell's son. And I thought the cast was very well casted. I was surprised. One of the other guys that I kind of recognized from a couple other films, a lot of them did not have big parts. So it starts out with the World War II side, like I said, and then as you can tell from the trailer, the World War II portion is the beginning, and then it goes into more of the horror side. But I could tell you that the storyline for the World War II thing, they could have not even had the horror thing, and the whole World War II portion of it worked fine. I was really invested in their mission. And that alone shows you that the film it definitely held my attention more than Girl in the Spider's Web. I really like the film. It's different yet similar, because it has some similarities. It did go off the rails a little bit too much at times. But I was like, whatever. But I liked the chemistry of the characters. I liked their interaction. And I liked the villains. I like the film as a whole. I hope everybody else does too. So normally I could always tell when, what's going to do well and what's not. Because Girl in the Spider's Web, I went in there and it was like 5 people in it on Thursday night. And Overlord, it was not, I wouldn't say it was full, but it was semi-full, a lot more so than Girl in the Spider's Web was. It wasn't as full as Bohemian Rhapsody was the week prior. So I think it's going to do well. I don't know if it's going to do gangbusters, but I think it's going to do well, mostly because it is different. It has the war thing, and it also has the horror thing, so it brings in a couple of different people. But I recommend it if you're a horror fan, or you like the World War II era type of stuff, the history portion of it. I don't know if the mission was taken from a piece of history. I don't know, but it made sense. So I recommend it. So go see it if you like that kind of thing. If you don't like horror, you're not gonna like it. But I wouldn't say it was like horror. It's not incredibly gory. But there is some disturbing stuff in there. But you definitely root for the heroes throughout the film. And I don't know. I don't have much more to say about it, but without actually spoiling anything. But I would definitely recommend it. Go see it. And if I was my rating for it is an 8. It's an 8, probably 8 plus. Maybe 8.5. I don't know. I'll probably end up seeing it again when it comes out on video. I'll probably end up buying it. It was good. All right. So that's it. Have a great weekend. Subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.